Now we're going to look at how you actually start to add resources and activities to your course. The first thing you always do, as I said in the last video, is check to make sure that turn editing is on. And since this is red, that means I'm able to edit. And you can tell because you can see all of the different extra buttons next to the activities and resources. So the first thing that I'm going to do is add a page. And you'll notice that I deleted the short little description that I had put for this starting to build your course topic because I actually prefer to put it in a page. And so I'm going to click again on add activity or resource and scroll down to page. Now a page is a resource, and that's really the simplest resource that you can add. And it's just some text with some formatting that you can add just to pass on some instructions, to um, transfer some information, and you'll see down here that it explains a little more some of the useful times when you can have a page in your course. I'm going to use it in this case to put the objectives for that topic. And so now you see why I didn't leave that description where it was, because I'm going to put it in the page. And so I click add, and it will take you to the front page of any resource or activity. And you'll notice when you're building them, they all look the same. You have the name and then the description. The name is just this title block, and then the description is the same HTML textbook that you had before. And remember I said I always like to expand it out so I can get some of these additional features. And then down here, I'm going to actually have the page content where I can go ahead and say what this page is, what you're actually doing in the page. So let me go in and start to create this. I'm going to put objectives, what you will be able to do by the end of this unit. Okay. And I'll put the short description here. In this unit, you will learn how to build your course by okay. And I'm going to include the description on the home page so that you will actually see something that's telling you what the thing is. And then here, I'm going to actually put the objectives. Okay, and so I'm going to put another heading in there, and this will allow me to put the heading in. And I'm going to number them. Actually, I'm going to use a bullet list. So the first objective would be to you will be able to give and simple resources to your course. And I'm putting simple because we're just going to be looking at the most basic ones in this unit. We'll look at some of the more complex ones later on. And so those would be pages, labels, files for download. Let's stop. And again, remember we always save when we are finished doing what we're doing. But let's just look at some of these other things. Appearance, well, that will tell you display page name. Yep, that's pretty good. Display page description, well, we've already clicked it above, so we'd have to click it again here. Common module settings. You can either hide it or show it depending on what you want to do. You can actually even hide it or show it according to the ID number. Notice that whenever an option has this little question mark, you can click it and get at the help, which describes what that is. Restrict access. So this may be interesting in case you want only certain individuals to be able to see a particular activity, and you can restrict it by a grade on another activity, whether they've completed another activity. All of these different components. Date is often useful as well, so they can only get an activity after a certain date. Sorry, let's let you look at those again. And a whole variety of different things. So we'll look at actually adding restrictions a little later on. That's just to show you what you can do. Then this last one, activity completion. And this gives you a variety of ways that activity can be listed as complete. Do not indicate activity completion. Students can manually, that means that they can actually tick it off themselves, or you can put some conditions in. And again, we're going to look at that later. For now, I'm going to indicate do not indicate completion, because this is something that I would like to be there at all times, whether the student, and not have a tick box next to it. And finally, event completed on, and that's only available if you actually enable it by clicking this button here. And we haven't put any completion conditions in, so that's why that's not going to be available right now. And then let's save and return to course, see what it looks like. And you'll see now that that page is showing up. Objectives, what you will be able to do by the end of this unit. In this unit, you'll be able to and then if you click on it, it will actually take you directly to the objectives. Now I'm going to actually edit that a little bit. I'm going to click on edit settings. That'll allow me to edit it. And then just going to change this to, actually I'm going to delete this altogether. And you know what? I'm going to take this description off of the title here and put that in the description. So Control X, put that in the description here. What you will be able to do by the end of the course, end of the unit. And go and save again. And that tells you what it is. I mean, everyone should know what an objective is, but that's just making it more explicit.